Okay, in this video I'm going to give you an idea how I made my fence planter. So basically what you can see here is attached to two fence posts. So all I've basically done for the back, I bought a couple of gravel boards which are cheap, just cheap pieces of wood, treated pieces of wood. I've literally attached that to the back post, and that post there, two of these on top of each other, connected with a couple of brackets. So as for the wood, I just used some nice chunky wood. I'll put the actual dimensions of the wood on the in the links description when I post the video. So you can see this wood. I bought this in one big 4.8 meters, which is then cut in half to fit in the car. So literally, then I just use another chunky piece of wood to join the woods together in the corners. So I've used basically a couple of brackets. I've used a little bit of wood glue. So literally, all I've done is attached wood there. I've literally nailed from the inside, so you can't see any of the nail holes or screw marks. Literally just put some wood glue, nail that on, and put some two brackets, which then connected the other corner. So basically, just nailed on from this side, and the brackets connect this. Then these two pieces of wood. In this case, I actually had to cut the wood because where I fitted the patio, I've had to dig down and expose some of the foundations for the fence posts. So I actually had to cut this with a jigsaw, but it was actually quite easy to do. So literally two screws to hold that in, one screw to hold the smaller piece in. It's the same on the other side. So it's a really simple kind of construction. Anybody can basically do this if you've got, if you've got a jigsaw or a circular saw to cut the wood. You could even use a handsaw if you want, but it probably wouldn't cut very straight. But so it's such a simple design. All I've done before I filled it with soil, I've used some membrane. This is this fabric membrane. You can use any membrane you want. You could also line it with some plastic to protect it from rot. I probably should have done that, but I kind of forgot and just put membrane in instead. So the membrane will basically stop all the soil escaping from the gaps. Obviously, once it gets hot, the gaps tend to get bigger. The wood tends to shrink. So yeah, so basically, this I think is roughly 20 centimeters, or it might be 24 centimeters in height. So I'll put all the dimensions, the actual thickness of the wood, in the description. So just to go recap, on the back, to protect the fence, obviously because you don't want the pressure of the soil, and obviously it will rot the fence if you don't put some protection behind it. So two of these gravel boards, which are really cheap, one big plank of that, a 4.8, which is then cut to size, two of those together to create the about a height of 24 centimeters, and just another chunky piece of wood to join together. So it's really as simple as that. Probably took me a couple of hours to install overall. So literally, instead of a normal planter, which would have would have only come in a certain size, I've been able to make this the exact size of the two fence posts. And there's no base. The base basically consists of the underneath all these stones is a bit of concrete. So the base is concrete, so the base won't rot. I probably should have lined it with plastic to help protect it from rot, but never mind. It should. All this is treated wood, so it should last hopefully 10 years, maybe a little bit more. So yeah, so no base on this. The rot, the drainage is good. I mean, all the drainage, it just escapes from all the sides and the bottom. The membrane is holding all the soil in place. In terms of plants, I haven't put the plants in. I'm not a plant man. I just put a bit of decorative stones on top of the soil. I used a couple of bags of topsoil rather than compost, as topsoil holds the moisture better. So yeah, so it's a real simple and effective way to create a planter. So just take you from the back. So really simple to make, really effective. I mean, instead of buying a planter, which would have cost basically the same amount of money, I've been able to make a custom planter which fits perfectly. So that's how I've done it. So thanks for watching.